Am I my trucker's keeper?
Yes, I am.
What's going on, drivers? What's going on, drivers? My trucker's keeper. Checking in today with a quick sit-down video, man. I just wanted to come at y'all today, man. You know, we ain't ripping and running right now. Right now we in Galliano, Louisiana, sitting and got a few trucks ahead of me, waiting to get some crane mats going up to Silas, Alabama. So I figured I'd have a sit-down video with for the subscribers, man, for the viewers and people who are interested in this this video title. I got a comment a few videos ago asking, how did I get out of my lease with US Xpress? How did I get out of my lease with US Xpress? Now, for those of you who don't know, when I first started YouTube, I was doing a lease purchase program through US Xpress, and you know, I ran it for a little while, and you know, that's kind of how I got my little name up and my subscribers up with that company. Shout out to them boys. Not really, but anyway, you know, I ain't gonna try to make it long, man. I'm gonna try to get right into the you know, the meat and the potatoes of how I got out of my lease purchase in US Xpress. So I started off leasing, and I pretty much stayed with them a little over a year, worked different contracts, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, you know, self-unloading and stuff like that, just to maximize the amount of money that I could make, you know, doing the lease purchase program. But, you know, pretty much, you know, in the contract, it states that within, you know, when you first get, you know, when you first sign your lease, you know, they have the contract. I advise that everybody reads the contract. If you don't understand anything in the contract, hire a lawyer to read and go over the contract with you, because there's a lot of things in there that you can miss. And it is definitely a walkaway lease, but they got terms and conditions within that walkaway lease that you need to be aware of before you just, you know, let it go. These are things that you need to know. So, like I said, if you don't understand anything in the lease contract, you need to have a lawyer, hire a lawyer, maybe $200, $250, I'm not sure. But you don't need no more than an hour for to sit down with a lawyer, or even like online or anything, a Zoom call, and have them go over the contract with you so you can fully understand what you're getting yourself into. Now, personally, I wouldn't advise that anybody do the lease purchase program unless you have the mind frame that I had when I got into the lease purchase program. You know, I had a plan. Like I tell you guys all the time, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You got to go in that thing with a plan, but that's a whole nother video. Let me get to it. In the contract, it states that you can walk away from the lease free with not owing anybody anything, not owing no money to the company or anything like that, if you stay on the lease for at least 70 days. That's a little over 2 months. 70 days with the lease purchase program, and you can walk away free of charge. You know what I'm saying? No, what do they call it? I can't think right now. I'm so tired. But you know, no penalties. You know what I mean? And so what I did was, like I said, I ran with US Xpress for over a year, and when it came time for me to you know, want to let the lease go, I went ahead and you know, just walked away. Hold tight. Sorry about that. I'm back. I had to actually pull up. I'm in line, like I stated, and had to pull my truck up. But anyway, it's just really that simple. They may have changed the lease. I don't know if everybody gets the same contract. Maybe it's, you know, it varies from what year truck you get, how many miles, I'm not sure. But I know with my lease, when I read over the contract, it said that I had to be in the program at least 70 days before I could walk away free with 0 penalties, not owing anything to the company, no debt. And so I knew that, and I knew that I would, you know, stay at least 70 days before I decided to leave. So a little over a year goes by. I called my driver manager, and I told him straight up, hey man, you know, every dog has his day, and today is that dog's day for me. You know, I'm ready to move on. I was ready to take some time off from trucking, period, but I ended up grabbing a local job and you know, just working that But while I was there, you know, I stacked my money up, and I had a plan. As I said, you know, you gotta have you a plan getting into something like a lease purchase program with these mega carriers, you know. But you know, I turned my truck in. You want to make sure that you turn your truck in at one of the locations that they receive lease trucks, because that's also in the contract. They only have a few locations where they assign lease trucks and where you can return lease trucks. And everywhere that they assign you a lease truck doesn't mean you can necessarily turn it in there. You dig what I'm saying? So say if you picked up a lease truck in Ellenwood, Georgia, at their terminal in Ellenwood, Georgia, you can't bring that truck back to Ellenwood, Georgia, because they're going to charge you $2,500 for not turning it into one of their locations that receive lease trucks where you can turn them back in. And they may even put it on your DAT report as abandoning the truck. I'm not sure. So I ended up turning my truck back into Tunnel Hill, Georgia. That's where I was assigned the truck at. And you know, I had a little bit of maintenance account, and I had a little bit of security bond. One thing about the walkaway lease is when you decide to turn your truck in before the lease is up, you pretty much, they're gonna tell you that you're gonna get the money back that's in your security bond and your maintenance account. However, they're gonna go through that truck thoroughly, and they're gonna find everything on that truck to charge you for, to make sure that your goddamn security bond and your maintenance account goes to zero. Trust me. Trust me. I had over $9,000 in my maintenance account. I had maybe a little over $6,000 in my security bond, my security account, and I lost it all. You know, I didn't get any of that money, and that's why that's another reason among the many reasons why the lease purchase program, especially at US Xpress, sucks. I can't speak on any other lease purchase program. That's the only one I've ever done as far as a mega carrier, and like I said, I wouldn't advise it. But stay tuned for another video, because I'm definitely going to do another video on why I chose to leave US Xpress lease purchase program. But with that being said, I hope that was helpful to anybody who had any questions about that. Shout out to the subscriber who posted that comment. And if you have any other questions, don't be afraid. Feel free to go down in the comment section and ask me a question. I mean, I like to talk. I like to run my mouth. And anything that I can help anybody with, you know, I'll do my best to help you with. And if I can't, I will point you in the right direction, man. So with that being said, make sure you're stacking your money to get out that truck one day, because, hey, we young now. We at whatever age we at now to be able to do this, but we won't be able to do this forever. I mean, let's be honest. It's a tiring, stressful job. And, you know, we won't always be able to get out here and handle, you know, do this thing. So put your plan together to get out there one day, man. And, you know, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I am my trucker's keeper, a.k.a. the neighborhood trucker. Make sure to holler at your boy when you see me coming down, all right? Bet. Am I my trucker's keeper?
Yes, sir.